Lucerne, September 18, 92. Dear Aunt Sue, imagine how I felt to find that you had actually gone off without filling my traveling inkstand which you gave me. I found it out yesterday. Livy advised me to write you about it. I have been driving this pen hard. I wrote 280 pages on a yarn called Tom Sawyer Abroad, then took up the twins again, destroyed the last half of the manuscript and rewrote it in another form, and am going to continue it and finish it in Florence. Tom Sawyer seems rather pale to the family after the extravagances of the twins, but they came to like it after they got used to it. We remained in Nauheim a little too long. If we had left there 4 or 5 days earlier, we should have made Florence in 3 days. But by the time we got started, Livy had got smitten with what we feared might be erysipelas, greatly swollen neck and face, and unceasing headaches. We lay idle in Frankfurt 4 days doctoring. We started Thursday and made Bale. Hard trip because it was one of those trains that gets tired every 7 minutes and stops to rest 3/4 of an hour. It took us 3.5 hours to get here, instead of the regulation 2:20. We reached here Friday evening and will leave tomorrow, Tuesday morning. The rest has made the headaches better. We shall pull through to Milan tomorrow if possible. Next day we shall start at 10 a.m. and try to make Bologna, 5 hours. Next day, Thursday, Florence. DV next year we will walk, for these excursions have got to be made over again. I've got 7 trunks, and I undertook to be courier because I meant to express them to Florence direct, but we were a couple of days too late. All continental roads had issued a peremptory order that no baggage should travel a mile except in the company of the owner. All over Europe people are howling. They are separated from their baggage and can't get it forwarded to them. I have to reship my trunks every day. It is very amusing, uncommonly so. There seemed grave doubts about our being able to get these trunks over the Italian frontier. But I've got a very handsome note from the Frankfurt Italian Consul General addressed to all Italian customs officers, and we shall get through if anybody does. The Phelpses came to Frankfurt, and we had some great times. Dinner at his hotel, the Mason, supper at our inn, Livy not in it. She was merely allowed a glimpse, no more. Of course, Phelps said she was merely pretending to be ill, was never looking so well and fine. The children are all right. They paddle around a little and drive. So do we all. Lucerne seems to be pretty full of tourists. The Floyland boat went out crowded yesterday morning. The Paris Herald has created a public interest by inoculating one of its correspondents with cholera. A man said yesterday he wished to God they would inoculate all of them. Yes, the interest is quite general and strong, and much hope is felt. Livy says I have said enough bad things, and better send all our loves to you and Charlie and Ida and all the children and shut up. Which I do, and shut up. SLC.